In this video, I will show you how to do almond shape with Polygel. Coming up. Besides Polygel, I will need dehydrator and primer, and also I will use this color today, grass green, and no wipe top coat. But first we need to prep the nails. I just removed all product. That's why my nails look kind of tired, because of these endless experiments I always set on myself. So now I'm pushing back the cuticle with a pusher, and then I'm going to do dry manicure. This manicure I do it for myself and for most of my clients. So I use only electric nail file. I call this bead flame bead because it's in the shape of the flame, and red abrasive marks means it's medium fine, and I'm trying not to touch the nail a lot, just gently slide and mostly push towards the skin. So this is how I can easily remove the dead skin around the nail. So first I do only the left side, and the electric nail file is now rotating clockwise. Then I switch to reverse mode, and now it's counterclockwise rotation, and I'm working on the right side. If you would like to learn more about dry electric file manicure, I will leave the link down below on my online course. After that, I will stop and finish the manicure after I will do the application. Now I fit the form, apply dehydrator and non-acid primer, and thin layer of the base coat. You don't have to do this with all products, but I decided to use base coat this time because my nails are quite damaged at the moment. Now I will take a little bit of the cover Polygel, and using the special liquid I will create only the free edge. There are different ways to apply products, and you can do medium length almond shape with just one layer. It is quite possible, but I prefer to have, this elegant, narrow pinched nails, and to do this it is better to divide the whole process into two steps. So first step will be creating a thin foundation. As you can see, the layer is so thin, even the color is kind of transparent. So I'm building the shape and the length that I like now, and when it's so thin, it's quite easy to pinch it. As soon as you're happy with the shape and the length, now we can freeze cure it for about 10 to 15 seconds. It depends on the product and on your lamp. And then I will take, this is actually for dual forms, a clipper. It's very soft, it will not overpinch the nail, and will cure for remaining 1 minute. Now you can remove the form, or you don't have to, you can leave it on the nail as well. But we can see that the nail looks pretty narrow and elegant. And this time I will take more product, as I'm going to build the structure and the apex. I usually place the product like this in the middle and start from the cuticle area. Most polygels I worked with, they come in a tube, but some of them, like this one, this is the Russian brand called Cosmoprofi, or also I tried Magnetic. This is brand from Holland. They have this product in the jars. Both kinds of packaging have their own advantages and disadvantages, such as in the jar you can see the color right away, and if you accidentally took too much on your spatula you can just easily put back the remaining part, while in a tube you cannot really do this. So now I'm just gently sliding with the brush across the surface to try to make it as smooth as possible, and if you notice that there's just some product remaining and you don't need that, you can just take it off. Since the product is pretty thick, it's better to use whether orange wood stick or spatula. So this is the color I used, by the way. You see how different it looks in the jar? You might think that it's like dark beige, but it's actually not. So don't be tricked by it, always try the color on the tip or on the nail first. Then I will freeze cure it for 15 seconds, and then I will apply the plastic clip and cure for the remaining 1 minute. Now it is cured, and I can take off the sticky layer and make sure you remove it completely, because if we won't, it might get into the dust, then we inhale it, and here comes the allergic reactions. So I always take time. removing the sticky residue. So this is how nail look after product application, and then I will start the filing. When filing almond shape, the difference is that I do not file the length right away. It is better to invest some time and make sure that the length is the same on all nails while you do the application, because it's quite hard to fix it afterwards. After filing, I will slightly buff the surface. You don't need to do this, but I just like when the surface is pretty smooth, and the buffer I was using is actually 180. So then I will apply this grass green color. I think it's so good for the spring, and this is the second layer already. Actually, we could use just one, but I think with this intense colors, 2 layers just always look so much better. But that would be just one nail, only the ring finger. On the other fingers, I decided to do the dots of the same color. So I will just take a dotting tool and place the dot right here. Since this color is pretty intense, I think one layer will be enough. And you know what? I decided to leave the pointer finger just nude, like it is. So now we need to cure it and seal it with a top coat. If you've been following me for a while, you might notice that I'm not a big fan of one color application on myself. For the simple reason is that I don't have time on myself a lot, and when the color outgrows, it doesn't look as good anymore. So that's why I prefer nude nails, because even if it's 5-week outgrown nails, they still look kind of fresh, because you cannot tell, you know, this huge difference, like let's say when you have black nails. Cure the top coat and we're done here. Easy Almond Polygel nails. Let me know, guys, what do you think and which shape is the most popular among your clients, because recently Almond is definitely one of the most frequent shapes after square shape. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing as I post new tutorials every week. See you in my next one. Goodbye.